Welcome back to our minute-to-minute analysis of Matrix Resurrections. Last time, Bugs discovered a model, a simulation created to train artificial intelligence. In it, there are agents, and one isn't named Agent Smith, but looks suspiciously like Morpheus. Today, the architect of this simulation will be revealed. Neo's return to the Matrix. Welcome to Matrix Explained.
Welcome to the desert of the real.
We continue with Bugs asking Agent Smith if the other agents know about the room where they find themselves at. Smith answers no. He explains that he found the room while investigating the locksmith's shop. As we mentioned before, the fact that this store exists without a locksmith or keymaker could mean that this model is open for other programs to enter or exit this matrix. In the original Matrix, agents held the keys to enter the simulation. They can go almost anywhere in the Matrix.
But they are the gatekeepers. They are guarding all the doors, they are holding all the keys, which means that sooner or later, someone is going to have to fight them.
In this simulation where Bugs and the Smith meet, the agents don't have that kind of access, nor does a keymaker exist in this model. Who could have created a simulation without any security, and why? While Bugs is trying to understand what this model is about, she realizes that the room looks familiar to her. She knows it. We can see 90s technology across the room, such as a Macintosh with a hand-sold computer monitor, now known as a Mac or Apple computer. But the most important item in this apartment is the tenant's ID. It's Thomas Anderson's Metacortex ID badge. There are several fascinating details about this identification. First is that the picture on the ID is the same one that was on the file that Agent Smith shows Neo during their first interrogation. Second is that Mr. Anderson had the title of junior programmer at Metacortex. And third, Neo started working for the company on May 28, 1996. Bugs knows for sure that she is in Neo's room, or at least a recreation of it within this unknown model.
Holy shit. This is his apartment.
Both rooms look familiar, but there are some differences, such as the brands on the computer tech on the desk, and some other minor differences in item and furniture placement. As we said before, this model was designed to look like the original Matrix to show us the past, but it does have some noticeable differences. Smith tells Bugs that he has been looking for Thomas Anderson, but he doesn't exist. Bugs mentioned the name Neo to him, and Smith appears surprised, as if he knows that name. She explained to the agent that many believe Neo to be dead, but she has seen him. And here we get our first flashback in the movie. Bugs was working, washing the windows of a tall building, when she saw a man walking towards the edge. The window washing is a callback, a reference to the first movie when Thomas was late for work and was being scolded by his boss. Look at the water as it trickles down the glass in both scenes. They look like the Matrix code. Bugs explains that when the man looked down at her, she felt like something was unlocked. For a moment, Bugs was seeing Neo, but she was also seeing an older man. It was the older man who looked down at Bugs, and then he turned into Neo. This glitch in the Matrix caused Bugs to break free from the simulation. It was then that she learned about Neo's story, and realized that Neo might have been the jumper that she saw inside the Matrix. She says that from that moment on, she knew that Neo was alive, and Smith tells her that he experienced something similar.
Something like that happened to me. I saw this pattern, and it was everywhere. We can't see it, but we're all trapped inside these strange, repeating loops. Somehow I saw it in the mirror. Just a flicker, but it was like you said. And suddenly I understood.
This is not the real world.
For the first time, I felt real purpose. I knew who I was and what I had to do.
Who are you? What do you have to do?
I am Morpheus.
Why does this program say that he is Morpheus? And what is this place supposed to be? As we mentioned in our previous video, models are simulations where artificial intelligence is trained through repetition to learn and evolve. Recently, a certain artificial intelligence gained infamy for having the ability to paint and even write essays that are almost good enough to pass as university assignments. The central idea of deep learning is that artificial intelligence should learn by itself through repetition and data collection. Understanding this, we see that the model, or the simulation where Bugs is in, was created so that the AI, like Morpheus, would discover something through repetition. Smith realizes that he is Morpheus. This program has no relation to either Smith or Morpheus from the original trilogy. This program learned and evolved from Smith to Morpheus through repeated events and experiences. The program found its true purpose, and that is to become Morpheus and to find Neo and help him escape this new matrix. Morpheus is not just the name of a man anymore, it's a title. In Greek mythology, Morpheus was the son of Hypnos, the god of sleep. Morpheus was punished and banished from Olympus because he revealed the secrets of the gods to the humans in their dreams. This is why the character Morpheus has that name. It is symbolic of his task. Morpheus revealed the Matrix to Neo, and this new Morpheus is meant to fulfill this role. We cut to a scene where Bugs offers Morpheus the red and blue pills. Morpheus doesn't understand the reason for this ritual, but Bugs explains that it's something that he must do to understand that choice was an illusion and that a woman told her that.
Okay, so come with me. You have to be ready to leave. You have to be really ready. And if you're not, if you think that this is where you belong.
You call this a choice?
Oh, honestly, when somebody offered me these things, I went off of binary conceptions of the world and said that there was no way I was swallowing some symbolic reduction of my life. And the woman with the pills laughed because I was missing the point.
What point?
The choice is an illusion.
Although Bugs does not say who this woman was, we assume that she is referring to Niobe. In the past, the red pill was a program that sent a false signal to the Matrix that the human had died, and for the Resistance to track the human's location in the real world. This time the red pill is also used to disconnect a program from its model. Bugs puts Morpheus' glasses back on his face, perhaps to facilitate the tracking and extraction. Morpheus begins to behave strangely because, like Neo in the first movie, the extraction process is a complicated one. Bugs and Morpheus escape through the back doors of the simulation, and the other agents chase them. And here we see a new ability of the operators. They can materialize as holograms inside the Matrix. That is how they communicate with the red pills inside the simulation. During the chase, Bugs does some wall running while shooting at the agents. She kind of looks like Trinity, doesn't she? Zeke tells them to jump out the window to escape, and they do. In the Matrix, jumping symbolizes a leap of faith.
You have to let it all go, Neo. Fear, doubt, and disbelief. Free your mind.
The fact that Morpheus jumped with Bugs without any hesitation means that he believes in what Bugs told him. As they fall, the ground turns into code, and we see symbols of a galaxy formed in the code, showing that this is a simulated reality. We then see more of the Matrix code, and finally, the architect of this model is revealed. The creator of that simulation is Thomas Anderson, the one-turned-architect of a simulation that was created to program an agent to discover that his purpose was to find Neo. Next time, how is Neo alive? Why did he build this model? And will Morpheus find him? For Matrix Explained, please leave a like and subscribe, and thank you for visiting the Desert of the Real.